Hey guys, so I hope you're good and fit and fine. So in today's video, I'll be talking about on a very specific thing, which I believe that is very important to understand, and most of Indian people and youngster are not understanding this thing and they are ignoring this thing, and that is attitude. Not that attitude which you watch on the Instagram videos, on YouTube, on movies. So which kind of a attitude I'm talking about in today's video? So the attitude I'm talking about is that the attitude of owning something, the attitude of having at least 6 to 7 income source, which is passively, okay. The attitude of becoming successful, the attitude of not working in under somebody, okay. The attitude of growing in life, the attitude of becoming freedom, financial freedom, and free from the time also. This kind of attitude I'm talking about in this video, because this is very important, okay. And most of the Indian and the Gen Z, they are sacrificing their I would say they are sacrificing their attitude for silly kind of a thing. They have settled down in a small job where they cannot see their future. They cannot see anything in that job, in that particular company, if they have joined any particular company, okay. So they cannot see, they are not able to see their their future, but still they are working for the company. And we know that how long you work the company, how truly or how genuinely or how trustworthy you are towards the company will never ever give you anything. They are just giving money, and they just want you to make profit for the company. That's it. And after that, if you resign, so they will forget about you, they will dump you, they will not care about you, okay. You are just liabilities for the company. That's it. You're not asset, okay. If you're not as absolute, yeah, basically you're not asset for the company. All right, you're the liability, okay. So they will not care about you, whether you're an employee. Of course you are working as an employee, not as a founder, or I would say, or the partner, okay. Then that is a different case. In that case, you get the extra benefit, becoming the founder, becoming the the partner in that company. All right, so yeah, always have this attitude that becoming something in your life, achieving something in your life. And I know that most of people have this kind of attitude, but they settle down for the small kind of a reason. For they have a responsibilities, family responsibilities, their children responsibilities, I know that. But still understand that thing. I know, despite of knowing this all the reason which you are telling me right now, which I am just assuming you in front of you, in the behalf of you, I can understand that thing. We have a responsibility. We cannot quit our job. We cannot start anything in I can totally understand that thing. I'm not saying that you should quit a job and start anything. I'm saying that always have a mindset that you should own something, okay. Whether you will own after 3 years, after 4 years, that is on you. That is totally depend on you, okay. That depends on you, okay. Whether how will you make your career, okay. I'm not saying that you should quit initially, okay. That's your call, okay, not my call. My call is to give you the right kind of a mindset, which I'm providing you right now. And I can totally understand that thing. Out of 10 people, 9 people will not understand me, but one people will understand me, one person will understand me what I'm talking right now, and what is the value of that thing. Because if you are working in that kind of a company where you think that, where you have understood each and everything, now you can understand that thing. Because if anybody is working in the corporate world, so the person can relate with me easily, okay. Because we know that we cannot see our future in the company until and unless if you have joined for the better kind of position in the better company, okay. If you have joined like this company, so still your life will be great, but still you should own something. You should do so that you can own your it should be your thing. Your means it should be your what is your the company should be your, you will be the boss of that company. You should start something in your own, okay. That is what I'm talking about right now. Not I'm not talking about you that you should become an employee for 30 years for a specific company and blah blah kind of a things. You should get promotion and then become that person and become that person. No, of course not. Yeah, that is really appreciable. That is really good that you're also excelling, yeah, excelling in the career. That's really appreciable. But if you're working this much hard towards company, if you are giving this much hard work towards company, so why can't you give this much hard work towards your business? What is wrong with that? This is not, I'm not able to understand. I think, could you please tell me that what is that, what is wrong with that kind of a situation, what is wrong with that kind of a behavior? If you are working 6 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours towards company and doing everything for the company, for making the profit of the company, not your profit, your salary is fixed or you get also sometime bonus, that's it, not more than that. Okay, so if only this thing, so then why you are not doing something which you can say proudly, this is what I own. Okay, because in the future the person will be will be living his or her life, who will be owning something in his or her life. Okay, who has the full authority of ruling on that company. Okay, if you will own the company, you will rule the company. If you will not own the company, you will become employee that company, right? This is the simple math which I'm talking about right now. So I guess you have understood what I have told you right now, that attitude should be or must be very important in everybody's life. If you do not have attitude, then you will be okay with to be an employee. That's also your call. And becoming employee is not good. It's not bad at all. Because see, I'm not saying that if you're employee, so you are worthless, you are bad person, you are nothing, you have weak mindset. No, I'm not saying that thing. All I'm saying that is that this is for only those person who always dream to become something, to achieve something, to be open a business. And yeah, that kind of person I'm talking about right now. Okay, so, and becoming employee is also not bad, but if you are employee and dreaming these kind of a thing, then this is bad for you. Then you should do a job till then when your financial are not good, and at the time of good financial condition, you should quit that job and start your own something after having a good financial condition in your home. Then okay, not in the middle or not in after, before that. Okay, so yeah, whatever I have told you, just make sure that you follow that thing. I know following everything is very hard in everybody's life. On a daily basis we get something on feeds, they tell you very good thing to follow you, that they in also we also watch YouTube videos, podcasts. Nowadays podcast is very famous, it's in a trend. So we are on a daily basis, we all are watching podcasts. Still we are not following their advice, their suggestion, whatever they are telling in the podcast. So then what is the point of watching podcast? It's like a movie, you're just watching a movie and then after that you're forgetting everything, that's it. Yeah, this is the same thing which you're doing right now, I mean, while watching the podcast. If you have to do with like that, then what is the point of becoming or means watching podcasts on daily basis? Either you should watch a podcast and apply whatever they're telling, or not watch and just sit and do whatever you want to do. If you're watching, so you should apply. If you're not watching, then that makes sense, that okay, you're not watching, so how can you apply that the quality and the whatever they are telling? Okay, if you're watching, so you should apply, and you definitely should apply. Okay, but not watching, so that makes sense that you are not watching, so how can you know that what are the things are available to in the life? So yeah, at the end of this video I'll tell you only something that you have to make sure to remember in your life. First thing first, if you're doing job, just work for the job, not for the company, not for the rest of your life. Only work for the job, do professional work, that's it. Second thing, that always prioritize your career, your family, your value, your respect and your time, that's it. Do not give anything extra to somebody else, because nowadays world is changing very rapidly, and because of that the person's behavior is also changing. They all are becoming I would say egoless, sorry, egoistic person, not egoless. Everybody has ego. I have also ego. So yeah, that's it for today's video, I guess. I hope you understood today's video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring your life.